Again in Margaritaville, looking for my salt shaker and salt. Some people claim that there's a woman to blame, but I know is my own damn fault. Hey guys, what's up? The PWP Club. I need to work on my intros. So hey, what do you guys want to talk about, man? What do you guys want to talk about? Oh, what's that? The title of the video? Oh, yep, you got it. So this is pretty fucking crazy, huh? Who had all of this on their bingo card for 2023? I didn't. There's a lot of people out there that really wanted this to happen. So, yeah, congrats to them. That's awesome. I'm very happy for them. Yo, what's going on? Villain? Villain, man, I haven't seen you in a little bit. Whose game is it? I don't know. Hey, if you got a game, let me know. Dude, I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't put any thought into the background. I just wanted to come on here and kind of vent for a little bit. AEW in the mud, cry me a river. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. I don't get it. Somebody in my comment section honestly put it in. They put it in beautifully about this whole situation. With everybody saying LA Night, yeah. And I'm sorry, I'm just coming on here now with the situation not being as new as it is. I mean, we're a couple hours with the news of CM Punk getting fired from AEW. So I apologize for that, but I had to come home. I was in the middle of getting groceries when all this stuff was coming about. So I had to stop my car, park in a parking lot, and put all my, I do my Instagram stuff. In case you guys don't know, I put all that in. And honestly, I was just kind of sitting there thinking about what just happened. What happened just now? Did we really just lose Punk again? And yeah, noob, it's not looking. I mean, I think they're gonna do fine. I don't think they're gonna be going down anytime soon, but they definitely lost somebody who was probably one of their biggest draws, if not the biggest draw, and that is CM Punk. I see a lot of people talking about how they're going to watch Collision and everything and look at the fans' reaction. I don't understand why people do that. You can watch however you want to watch, but why is that the first thing you want to look for? Don't let it overshadow the matches. Keep watching because you want to see some good wrestling, not because you want to add more to the agenda, I guess. Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. And I don't know, this whole thing lately, and I will say this lately because there's nothing cool on it. But there is, though. There is something cool on it. You gotta look. You really gotta look. And look past the fact that it's not in WWE show to really just, what I don't know. If you say you like wrestling, but it's like, do you at that point? We're creating our own fun. How's that fun though to see fans react to? I don't understand how that's fun. To me, fun would be going to the show, watching wrestling. But this is, I mean, we're getting besides the point here because I think what I think about this whole situation is just completely asinine. Like, I don't understand why anybody could not just be an adult throughout that whole situation. And yeah, I'm gonna say Punk is a little bit at fault too, because I mean, one thing I will say is that you're, I mean, dude, you're CM Punk, bro. You are probably one of the, not probably, you are the one of the biggest names in wrestling. You have nothing to prove to anybody in that company, and you don't need to stoop down to their level to get your point across. Like, you don't need to go out there and take what they're saying about you, or not even directly towards you, indirectly towards you, personally, to the point where you feel like you need to confront them and then choke them out or get into a physical fight with them. You're CM fucking Punk. Like, I don't know. We lost him back in 14. That was around the time I stopped watching wrestling again until 2016. And now I feel like I just want to do the same thing again. Like, I just want to stop watching it because it's just not going to be fun. It's not fun anymore. I want you to go to a show, have fun, and chant CM Punk until you can't physically do it anymore. Well, I appreciate that, villain. I mean, that's sweet, villain. That's really sweet. But it's like, we did that for 7 years until until you returned, and now it's like it's done. It's over. There's nothing. So what's the topic of the show? You tell me, noob. Just watch WWE. It's very fun and entertaining. I'll give you that, noob. Payback is tonight. Collision is tonight. Which one are you guys looking forward to? So, noob, basically, I just came on here because I felt like I needed to talk about the CM Punk thing. What are your takes on the CM Punk thing, noob? And villain? Oh, obviously, I know villain's take. But Payback, of course. Yeah, I'm going to look forward to that. It'd be nice to just watch something that's not AEW right now. I have a sour taste in my mouth when it comes to AEW now. And lately, I'll say this, lately, with TK, with me, he's been getting on my fucking nerves. That dude has been getting on my nerves with the shit that he's been saying, the shit that he's been booking or not been booking in the upcoming months. Like, I'm pretty glad that Punk is fired. And I see that. I don't think it's always going to be it's always going to be split down the middle. You really like Punk, or you really hate Punk, and you're glad he's gone. So who knows what's going to happen later in the future? Maybe this is a good thing. Maybe now they can start focusing on booking more matches and stories and stuff like that. But I feel like you kind of lost a veteran there. Punk knows how to tell a good story. He's done it a million times. But I don't know. I mean, we can look at it either way. If you want, guys, we can go through. Bro, this is bad news. This is not good news. It's not good, BCW. It's actually pretty ass. I'm upset, but I was talking to a friend today, and he's like, "Well, you shouldn't go into fistfights with your coworkers." It's like, yeah, I mean, people always say that, like, yeah, they're coworkers. Yes, I would say by contract, legally they are co-workers, but it's a completely different it's a completely different fucking beast from like working in wrestling versus working at McDonald's. You know what I mean? Like working at McDonald's with other people, those are co-workers. You're not going to pick a fight with them. But like it's wrestling. It's based off of fake fighting. It's a sport. How many locker room fights do you think there have been in like hockey and football and I mean WWE for that matter? You know, not everything's gonna be fucking roses and rainbows. As much as everybody wants it to be. Uh, and furthermore, who has been leaking out this shit? AEW has a little bit of a spy problem, I feel like, too, because a lot of shit gets out there in the world, like it gets leaked, that shouldn't get leaked. Hold on, let me check something real quick. Okay. So, I don't know. I don't know what to really make of it. I've seen a lot of people try to convince me that it is Punk's fault. Okay, sure. But it's also Jack Perry's fault. It's also the Elite's fault. And I wish we could kind of rewind to 2021, man. That was probably the best year that AEW has ever had. But let's look at these. I just want to kind of read the statement that was made today with you guys and kind of get the E shit. What the fuck is that? Kind of want to get your guys' opinion on it, right? I'm sure everybody's seen this by now, but let's read this, okay? So we got a statement from All Elite Wrestling and Tony Khan. All Elite Wrestling has terminated the wrestler and employment agreements between Phillip Brooks, CM Punk, and AEW would cause effective immediately. The termination was confirmed by I can't read. The termination was confirmed today by Tony Khan, CEO, General Manager, and Head of Creative of AEW. Look at all those fucking titles that man has. That's ridiculous. How can you be all those things? The termination follows a week-long interval investigation of an incident occurring backstage at AEW. Yeah, we know, all in. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Following the investigation, the AEW Discipline Committee, they have a discipline committee? Who the fuck is in that? Met and later convened with outside legal counsel before making a unanimous recommendation to Khan that CM Punk be terminated with cause. Khan offered the following statement. Oh, can't wait to hear this. Let's see. Phil played an important role with AEW, and I thank him for his contributions. The termination of his AEW contract with cause is ultimately my decision and mine alone, even though he had a discipline committee and legal counsel tell him to do so otherwise. So it's not really just his decision. Of course, I wish I didn't have to share this news, which may come as a disappointment to many of our fans. Nevertheless, I am making the decision in the best interest of many amazing people who make AEW possible every week. Our talent, staff, venue operators. Now he's just going off the rails. And many others whose efforts are unsung but essential to bringing our fans great shows on television and at arenas and stadiums throughout the world. I feel like that last statement could have been taken out, but he has a discipline committee. They even got his name wrong. Oh, Phillip Brooks. I'm just upset. There's not much anybody else can really say about this whole situation that hasn't been said. And let's see. What's everyone's thoughts on TK's first firing? Let's look at the comments on this. I'm curious. Oh yeah, he fired Jimmy Havoc for different reasons. Glad he did it. He needed to cut his losses and be done with it. You can't have this sort of crap keep happening with the same damn person and keep them around. It's not with the same damn person though. He just happens to be the fucking focal point. In the end, he probably had to, but Jack Perry needs to suffer consequences as well. Exactly. Why are we always just focused on that dude? Punk screwed punk. Whatever. Whatever. I just think that's completely bullshit. And he's the only one at fault throughout this whole entire thing. If it's happening with like the same people, I understand. But Punk literally came back after a 9-month hiatus and wanted no trouble. And matter of fact, he wanted his own show just so he could stay away from the trouble. And still somebody had to go out and not be an adult and say something on camera to antagonize him. I don't get it. I don't get how he's the main problem. When he was trying to avoid this shit, I feel like. I think it's completely asinine that this happened. And matter of fact, when I posted this on the Instagram club that I run, somebody else put it. There was a comment that was made. I took a screenshot of it. Let's see if I can still find it. He said, "Well, if this is the case, you just effectively stunted the growth of your company on a multitude of levels for some cornballs who were in the wrong that'll never live to draw anything near what he drew in their entire careers." True. Let's see what else he said. The whole Odyssey was just so stupid and immature by everyone involved, and the other parties involved took no accountability for anything. They'll still get to keep their jobs, not moving the needle whatsoever. Meanwhile, AEW not only has to pay out the guy's contract, you got rid of your top draw, your top merch seller by a considerable margin, and you essentially just tanked Collision, seeing as the network only greenlit it because he was involved. That's true, actually. Without his name attached to this company, they just set themselves up for rocky waters and inevitably failure. What the fuck is an Instagram club? It's it's not an Instagram club. I just call it a club, but it's a broadcast channel that I have where I post my news on there and people kind of talk about it without taking it up to the comments on my Instagram page. I just think this is all. I mean, if you look at the other comments too, see, well, the Elite have finally won. Huge mistake by Tony. Toxic. See, yeah, okay, yeah, he's a toxic. Survivor Series is in Chicago. Just saying. If anybody fucking thinks that Phil Brooks, CM Punk, is going to go to fucking WWE. Go back to them. You're sadly mistaken. I'm sorry. He's not going to go fucking back to them. If anything, crazier shit has happened. But if anything, I would say he's seemingly done with wrestling as a whole. I would say he's done with that life. Come back home. Dude, his home is ROH. His home is AEW. That's not his home. They treated him like shit there too. He almost died because of them. Well, Chicago's going to be interesting for All Out. He wasn't even on the card. That's a weird thing. It was very short-lived. It was a very short-lived moment for him. But yeah, if you guys haven't, please go follow me on Instagram. It's just so weird that this was not too long ago as well. Let's just shake hands and say sorry. Wants the Elite to find a way to make it work. And he put duh. He put duh on my page. Bro, he didn't know when to stop, man. What's going on, Eli? You don't understand what you have until you lose it. I think Tony Khan is going to be... He's going to realize that he made a huge mistake. I think so. And I could be wrong. I mean, I'm no fucking expert, right? But something doesn't seem right. I haven't even read all these comments. So does that mean that Jack Perry is going to get fired too? Or it's just Punk, as we know so far? Like, he didn't even start this shit. That's the amazing part. Ugh. The bald guy is one of the biggest pricks out there. Dax Harwood? No way. Hope he stays in AEW forever. He will, because he's having a good career. Just insane, man. I have no other words. I wanted to come on here and just talk to you guys about it. And kind of want to get your guys' opinions about it. Clearly, right now, the people that have come on are all saying the same thing. They're all thinking that it's a good thing. So maybe I just need to go look past my fandom and try to come to grips with that maybe this is a good thing. By the way, guys, if I sound like ass, let me know, because I see people coming in and leaving the stream. I probably don't sound too good, but I don't know. 2023, man, we lose Jimmy Buffett. We lose Bray Wyatt. I gotta tell you, this summer has been kind of ass. This end of summer been kind of ass as far as everything. Like, it really has been. Woof. Look at that. Look at that. Don't wear a hat. Oh my god. What is happening? Is it still doing it? I can't see. It's still doing it. Oh shit. Maybe I should put the hat back on. Oh. CM Punk should start his own promotion. Somebody told me he should go to NWA. And I'm like, I don't think NWA has Punk money like AEW had Punk money. He could start his own promotion. If he has the means to. But it's not going to be as big as AEW is right now. You know what I mean? Go to Impact? He could. He could. He was backstage at one of the shows back when Trinity was making her debut. Why not? Move the needle there for them. Dude, could you imagine Punk in Impact? Like, and then, listen. So if he goes to Impact, if he goes to TNA, and there's backstage problems with him there, then we can definitively say that this man is not a good locker room guy. Then as fans, we can officially say that he is not he does not work well with others. I mean, can we agree on that? Can we make a deal on that? If this man shows up at Impact and a year later there's some controversy, then we can say he's a cancer? Because at that point, he's burned every bridge in wrestling besides NWA. You know what I mean? We're going to go ahead and start streaming on Oh, what happened? There we go. Oh, God, what did I press? Oh, no. Oh, shit's going haywire. Oh, God. All right. What happened to my chat? My chat went away. Yeah, this is just, bro. I mean, I literally got nothing else to say about it. My insight. Here's the thing, guys. I'm an idiot when it comes to speaking, public speaking, and having thoughts on things. Unless I exactly know or I'm very passionate about like the thing that I'm talking about. But I'm so unsure about what the fuck transpired between Punk, Jack Perry, the Elite, and just the overall shit that happened, that I have literally no opinion one way or another about this whole thing. Everything I've seen is reactionary, and it's based off like other people's emotions and how they personally feel about it. I try to stay down, like right down the middle a little bit with things, but it's just so hard to have like a concrete opinion about it without having all the facts. I get the gist of some of the stories, but I don't know if those are the true stories. He must be celebrating somewhere. Oh, Big Hazel? I don't know what his opinions is. I'm sure he's upset just like I am. I'm sure he's upset just like I am. Nobody can just... That's the thing, man. They're all fucking adults. You know, I should have titled this fucking video "Cry Me a River." Man, I just can't believe it. What do you guys want to do now, huh? What's next? What's next for us? What's next for us fans? I'll tell you what. Since I got nothing else to talk about, let's watch some Payback. All right. Which I might go live with the Ramblemania guys to watch some Payback, or if you guys much rather have it here tonight, let me know, and we can watch it together on the Pro Wrestling Podcast. But I get it if you guys like the Ramblemania folks a little bit better. Call in Big Hayes. On top of that, I'm just tired and worn out, kind of hungry. Let me see what else we got going on. WWE. WWE. That's how WrestleMania says their shit. WWE. 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 WrestleMania is so... Like, they really live by their own fucking name. They got to be the most lamest fucking YouTube channel. They're like... Their top 10 fucking content is so repetitive, too. It's just so stupid. So why did they have Roman Reigns on the cover of like Payback, the Payback pay-per-view, when he's not even on the card? You like WrestleMania? I'm sorry. I'm old, I'm hurt, I'm tired, and I work with fucking children. I'm sorry you like WrestleMania. I do not, personally. I think they're clickbait. And they're really, really, really... Yeah, they're really clickbaity. And they go by the lowest common denominator when it comes to content, like list content. Top 10 returns of all time. Top 10 backstage locker room things that happen. Top 10 water bottle spits from Triple H. Like, so fucking easy and lame. And even their name sucks. What the fuck does WrestleMania mean? Anyways, like my fucking shit, mine's satire as fuck. Like, because everybody has to have like a weird or like a gimmicky name to their podcast. Like, no offense towards anybody that has this, but I can only handle so many World Order podcasts for so long before it's just like, oh, we get it. You like the NWO, you know? So mine right here is just like the Pro Wrestling Podcast. WrestleMania never really breaks like news. Your name is the most generic one. That's the point. That's the joke of the fucking name. Because there's so many other ones. I think getting like a fucking gimmicky name is so corny. I don't know. It's just me. Like when somebody called themselves the Bloodline Entertainment. Why? Just call it what it is. Just call it what it is. It's the you're a pro wrestling podcast, right? So why not just be the pro wrestling podcast? It's an entertainment channel, not for news. That's bullshit, villain. That's bullshit. Because you go on let's go on their fucking YouTube page right now. Let's see what the first thing pops up. Let's see what the first thing pops up on their page. Guarantee you it's this Punk thing. Guarantee you. WrestleMania. Okay. Let's look at it right now. Okay, I don't see Punk shit at the moment, but you know they're going to have it. What is this, bro? Just look at this title. Look at this thumbnail. If I can. Dream John Cena match incoming? Retiring? Eric Rowan speaks out. Wrestling news. Wrestling news. Wrestling news. So that's some clickbaity shit, bro. When did fucking anybody mention him retiring? Retiring? Come on, man. Well, the news are easy content. I mean, I guess. But that's not what you were saying earlier. Lists are much harder. No, they're not, though. They're really not. I can make a list video. I can make a list YouTube video and post it tomorrow if I wanted to. You know how easy it is? You just get a topic or a subject that you want to do a top 10 list on. You grab a few pictures and you do a little voiceover on the mic. Takes fucking 5 seconds to make. I will. I'll fucking do it. I'll do top 10 reasons why you shouldn't go on WrestleMania. But yeah, pretty much, man. I'm just not a fan of it. Lists are not hard. Lists are not hard. That's easy content. That's why Watch Mojo does it like on the reg. Watch Mojo's like, they come out with a list every fucking 2 hours. Excuse me. Top 10 times wrestlers farted live on air. See? We should do that. Be like, number 10, Natalia. Watch Mojo has McDonald's level production, though. They just steal other people's shit, and they never get copyright for it. They never do. And you can't really say that, like, if you're comparing that to Watch Mojo from WrestleMania, at least Watch Mojo will put, like, the actual footage up on their list. WrestleMania just grabs pictures. And then the voiceover guy goes, WWE, in the WWE, in the AW, WWE. That's all I ever hear. McDonald's level. Actually, you know what? You knock McDonald's, but McDonald's is good, and they make billions of dollars every year. So that should be more of a compliment. I don't like Watch Mojo personally, because once again, I think list content is very, 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 very simple and easy. Oh, that's your point? You should say something else, like maybe like they got Walmart production level or Netflix production level. I don't know. Man, this whole thing stemmed from CM Punk getting fired, but see, okay, so I just got a fucking tomatoes. Whatever, bro. What's going on, Ray? What's going on, Ray? Now we're talking about your guys' favorite topic. Watch Mojo, WrestleMania. No, and we're talking about Punk, of course. Seems like everybody wanted this, so the world said, "Hey, here you go." I've said what I needed to say about it, but what is your opinion about it, Ray? How many subs do they have? Who? WrestleMania? A lot more than me. So they're doing good, but they also been doing it a lot longer than me. Holy shit! WrestleMania has 2 million subs. But a lot of that is just because they fucking clickbait everybody, though. John Cena, WWE Payback return? Original plans for Bray Wyatt's return. Edge to AEW? Edge to AEW? Really? Wrestling news. They always put wrestling news at the end of the title. No, they don't. When is the last time you saw me put shit like that? Or Ramblemania? Or Knuckleheads? Or Kenny from the Call Up? Literally everyone uses those. I don't see you guys anywhere. That's because we don't do that clickbaity shit. We try to let things come to us organically. We don't force it. I've always been about quality over quantity. And yeah, they have a shit ton of subscribers, but they have no fucking soul. So you're not that relevant. Relevant enough to get CM Punk to comment on my shit. So I'm relevant enough that you're on here. I've never asked for I just do this for a hobby. I don't do this for fame. I don't do this for money. I do this because I like doing it. Wrestle Talk's title today was literally AEW star dropped. And you know who it was. Okay? It's clickbaity. Because there's some people that are out of the loop. Some people don't keep up with, some people don't just sit on their fucking chairs and their couches and look at their phone all day. Some people are wrestling fans that actually have lives and jobs. And they don't know what's happening on a second by second basis. So the first thing that they look for is news, maybe that happened like 6 hours after the fact. And honestly, they could be talking about Sonny Kiss. So it literally could have been anybody, not just CM Punk. Because Sonny Kiss got dropped too. You're doing it because of love, but you wish you could do it for money. No, I got 3 jobs, and or at least At least I had 3 jobs. But here's the thing. Yeah, I mean, eventually I would like to, but I don't stream enough and I don't do enough to get myself enough notoriety. It's okay. What the fuck is that guy? What the fuck are you talking about? CM Punk literally destroyed his own career being a little bitch. I don't know. I don't think he was the one that started all that at All In, but I could be wrong. But what's going on, Christina? Oh, man. That kind of slipped up with the whole job thing. That's another reason why this whole month has just been fucked because, brother, I've gone broke with everything and yeah, it's just like personal shit and then this punk shit on top of it. It's just been insane. Are you talking about Sonny Kiss? Who the fuck is that guy? Pretty fucking good wrestler. He or she was just never utilized. It's Yoshi Dave. Oh, what's up, Yoshi? Yoshi, what's up? They said a star though. Yeah, they're considered stars, man. Just because you don't personally like them does not make them not stars. I don't. They're still a star. The reason why I'm even saying their name out loud on a wrestling podcast makes them a star. Nobody's saying One True Villain is a fucking star. But yeah, Sonny Kiss no longer part of AEW. Oh, that's ringside news. Can we get that out of here? Yo, also fuck ringside news too. They can kiss my ass. They are the fucking worst. Your grandma does not count, villain. Is Yoshi Dave? Do you think? Well, I mean, they got rid of Sonny. They got rid of CM Punk. Do I think they need to fire more talent? Who and why? You know, why would they do that? I don't understand why they would do that. Oh Lord, it's just been an insane summer, and it's such a complete contrast from 2021. Like I thought 2021 was the best year AEW has ever had, hands down, and now it's just like it's muddied waters at this point. Fire the E shit and FTR and I may watch it. They're not gonna fire FTR. They're literally the best tag team, if not the best tag team. One of the best tag teams in the world. They're not gonna do that. Have you not been watching their matches, bro? There are a few wrestlers that aren't being used as much. I mean, for sure, yes, there is. And like, who knows what's going to happen in the near future, right? Because The Punk thing sucks, in my opinion. The Punk thing personally sucks, in my opinion. But maybe now we can start focusing on pushing that kind of talent, and like, you know what I mean? Instead of focusing on the drama, and we can focus on the matches, and we can focus on just wrestling again. But it just sucks that we couldn't have done that with CM Punk in the picture. But he's not going to go to prison. He got bonded out. Which means he's free to go. That's not how that works. What an insane 2 weeks. Yeah, Young Wolf, it's been crazy, man. And this is all happening, in the light of Bray Wyatt dying. And it's just insane to me that we could not come together for one fucking day, one fucking night, as wrestling fans and as wrestlers, and just let bygones be bygones and realize that maybe this shit is bigger than ourselves, and put on a good fucking show. Instead, we do this petty drama bullshit and cause problems backstage for what? Now somebody lost their job. Nobody should be losing their job. That's horrible. Regardless of how much money they make, you should never wish or cross your fingers that somebody should get fired. That's fucking gross. That's a gross way of thinking. Unless they've done something like legitimately wrong, like Punk sticking up for himself, I do not think was that dire, but other people may disagree. It's not like he was like fucking stomping on puppies on air, or doing some other vulgar shit. So, hi, Mom. Guys, say hi to my mom for me. She's in the chat watching. Mom, I love you, and I'm glad you're here. Rumor has it there will be a 10-bell salute for AEW and on Raw. For what exactly? For Wyndham? They already did that. Well, there goes Ospreay versus Punk, and people already being petty on Twitter, obviously. Well, there goes like any other matchups too. Like, we'll never get a conclusion to the real World Championship match. We'll never have anybody, MJF, confronting that. Love you too. Is Tony Khan a liberal? I have no idea. I don't know his political stance. Whoosh. How's that a whoosh? How's that a whoosh? That doesn't make any sense. Was that the joke? That there was going to be what was the joke? That somebody died? I don't get it. Let's see. The joke went right over your head. What was the joke? What? Hey, anybody? Hold on. Does anybody get this? Any comedians out there? Do you get this joke that Villain was saying? Can anybody decipher this for me? In context of what I was saying, of course. Anybody? Okay. Yeah, I don't get it, man. A villain is trying to say AEW is dead. Ah. Ah, okay, gotcha. Whoosh. Homie is a cornball. That shit wasn't funny. Yeah, I don't know. Now that I read it, I get it, but no, yeah, it's just what I was saying with like fucking Bray Wyatt and shit. It's just bad timing, I guess. It's all right. Dark humor isn't your specialty, brother. If you knew, can't say it on here. I mean, public figure and shit. Villain's joke had the whole group like, yeah, exactly. Villain, this was everybody. This was everybody with your joke. Boy, what's going on, Ace? What's going on, bro? Guys, if you're new here, my name is Dave from the Pro Wrestling Podcast. I stream every Wednesday and, Friday. Past 2 weeks I haven't because shit has come up. But we're here talking about Punk today because that's the big news. We're talking about other shit too, but yeah, we're just here kind of shooting the shit. I'm trying to cope. If I'm being honest, as a CM Punk fan, I'm coping right now. That's why I'm on here. I like the way you trimmed your beard. Thanks, Philin. I like the way it's growing into a beard. I don't like this though. See this thing? It's like a split right down the middle. It's kind of lame. It's real patchy, but I gotta shave it anyways. But enough about my beard. Justice for Punk. I just feel like if they really did an investigation, they could have seen that it was between two people and not just Punk instigating shit. But you can paint it. I can do something with it. I can squish it together like that. Oh boy. So yeah, next Friday, guys, we're finally gonna do the bingo, okay? I found a good website where we can do this too. Where you don't lose your bingo card. And I will be sending it to you guys. So everybody can play virtual bingo with me. Have you been working out? You seem skinnier. Honestly, man, I haven't been eating. If I'm being honest. Money has not been coming to me as much. So things have been kind of frugal. Just use stream bingo. I am. That's what I'm going to do. That's what we're doing. I wonder what this means for Punk's baby, AEW Collision. You know what, Christian? That's a good question. I don't think they really planned ahead for this because whether they like it or not, he was the draw of that show and the main reason why that show was even existing in the first place. So I could see the ratings going down because of this. Damn, so Punk was fired. Did he at least get a Pepsi in his severance package? Probably not. Probably not. That's gonna be coming out of his own pocket. And then Ace just gives us a dress. What is that about? Yo, to make Ricky a true heel, have him come out tomorrow to Punk's theme. God, I'm gonna miss that theme, man. I waited 7 long years for that theme to come back to my TV. And now it's gone again. How you holding up, man? I mean, I'm good. Obviously, I get it is what it is, right? I'm not gonna be crying over this shit. But Chris, how you doing, bro? Chris, aren't you supposed to be in Pittsburgh right now at Payback? Um, yeah, shit's just been. I'm coping. I mean, at the very least, Punk was in AEW's first video game. That's true, man. And he was in the very first Rampage. No, he wasn't. That's a lie. That's a lie. Uh, he was the very first reason why I went to the United Center. I'm good, man. Just watching it on TV tonight. Ticket prices are too much. Yeah, when I went to Detroit, $200 for the tickets I had, and I wasn't even close to the ring. So I get that, man. They're WWE. The thing is, you're not paying for the wrestling; you're paying for the spectacle. So, hey, if he is gone all in front of 101Ks in a bet, it isn't. But it's just the things that happened with that will forever be cemented in his legacy. Like he'll forever be known as this cancer, and I don't think he's. Me personally, I don't think he's this cancer, but hey, if that's your takeaway from it, Chris, I like that. I like that. That should be everybody's takeaway from this whole thing. At least his last match was in a record-setting stadium for for wrestling. At least I saw Punk win the title the first time. Right, and I got to see him in live, and all times, like him arriving. I saw him in Nashville when he asked MJF to do the dog collar match. I got to see a lot of his AEW career live in person. I guess you could say that Punk was fired in living color with his cult of personality. You're not lying, man. You're not lying, Christian. He's definitely going to be missed by some diehard Punk fans like me. No one's going to remember that match in 2 months. I mean, do you remember every match you've ever seen? Like every match? I don't remember fucking half the Roman Reigns matches because they're so fucking boring. But that's just me. Now the question on everyone's mind is, will he go to New Japan, Impact, or back to WWE? Like I said before, I don't think he's going back to WWE. It would be interesting. I mean, crazier shit has happened, right? It would be interesting to see if he goes to Impact, what kind of eyes he would draw there. And I would honestly say that if he goes to Impact and there's drama as soon as he shows up there, then I feel like you can honestly say that this dude is a cancer. Because at that point, it's 3 wrestling companies now that he's burned bridges with. I remember them all. Why are you lying? Why are you lying, villain? You don't remember anything. You don't remember any of it. I'm kidding, man. I know you probably remember them. Some people have better memories than others. Punk's last match was with his biggest rival, so no hate towards him, to be honest. I mean, and that's kind of beautiful too, isn't it? To think about. Kind of ended it there, 18 years in the making. with a match like that. I think the real question is now, who's going to be the real world champ? Who's going to be the interim real world champ? Let me turn this music down. That's kind of loud. Jesus. Roman Reigns literally has better matches than CM Punk. Sorry, I had to laugh for a second. Mox for real world champ. Mox for real world champ. He's going to be the international champ here pretty soon. The real world champion is the tribal chief. Hold on 1 second. Oh, I didn't mute that time. Shit. Definitely wondering where Stark's story goes now. Yeah, I mean, honestly, do you think this was bad timing on TK's part to announce that he's being fired now? Do you think he should have waited until after All Out to do this? I think the timing of it is just weird. I like you, Christian. That's funny, man. So if Punk is out of wrestling, does that mean Punk for president in 2024? Dude, if that's the case, I will vote for him. I will vote the fuck. I will vote the fuck out of for Punk. Please. I'm sure everybody here will be doing that. Vote for Punk for president. Villain always with that bloodline eggplant in his mouth. You can only vote once. Thanks, Villain. I know that. You'll vote for Trump? I mean, who am I to say something about other people's political views, right? I'm nobody. I could give two fucks about politics. I just know that no matter who's in office, our country's ass. So, it doesn't matter. What if this is a big work and we're just going to get a swerve like Strickland down the line? Don't think this is a work, man. Unfortunately. Everybody thought the Elite shit was a work too. WrestleMania main events. Donald Trump 1, CM Punk 0. That wasn't a main event, was it? Alright, so I gotta read this. Hold on. If he is the problem and the rumors of last week are true, then TK did the right thing. Don't need more drama at 2 more events on top of last weekend. But, like, that's the thing. Punk is the guy that is in the main headlines for this drama. But I feel like for the most part, he's been trying to avoid it. Thus why he has his own show. Thus why he tries to stay away or tells people, hey, I don't want you on my show. Because he doesn't want drama. And all he ever did, what's the worst thing he ever did to Jack Perry before choking him out? Tell him no to a glass spot? I don't know. I just think there's more to this that not a lot of people are getting, and I'm not getting it. Like I said, because we don't know the full ramifications of everything. We just know what we hear from other sources. And whatever happened within that investigation, the only people that know are TK and that discipline committee for AEW. I'm sure there's a lot more than we will ever know. Exactly. Like, we know what happened, I guess, but Do we know what was actually said? No, probably not. The one thing that remains consistent on stories, though, is that Samoa Joe is a force to be fucking reckoned with. I mean, shout out to Samoa Joe. Dude's intimidating on air and off air, breaking shit up. I mean, look at the whole Miro thing too, right? People were blowing that out of proportion with him and Miro, and then it just came out like not even 20 minutes later that they were just joking amongst each other. So, not sure, man. You like Samoa Joe, but he's pretty irrelevant nowadays. Chat, please look at this comment and do what you must do. Speaking of Joe, who do you have tomorrow, Joe or Shane Taylor? Joe. I think it's kind of odd too that people are complaining about this ROH deal with All Out, that they're saying it's it's a Ring of Honor show. What's the problem with that? Even if it is, if they're going all out, I mean, who cares? Who's even fighting at All In? Well, All In already happened, and it was against CM Punk. All Out, he's facing Shane Taylor. Because ROH is literally worse than Rampage. Uh-huh. The only thing I don't like about Joe is something that's kind of obvious, and that the Acclaimed brought up. He's injury prone. I mean, he used to be. He was really big injury prone when he was in WWE, which is why he got on the commentary desk and all that. But nowadays, I mean, not really. He was only gone for so long because he was filming Twisted Metal. I see what you did there with the going all out. Yeah. Got the dad joke in. You know, I always got to get at least one. It's just yeah, I don't know about Joe. Joe's cool, man. I don't think he's been injury prone as of late. He's just in fact, he's been working more as of late as champion. See what you did there, going all out. It's just interesting what's going to happen tonight too, because I know tonight is Collision. Joe for champ, then. Joe for real world champion. Guys, if anything, if you're going to watch Collision tonight, watch Collision for the wrestling. Watch Collision for the wrestlers. Do not watch Collision to see how fans are going to react tonight. I think that is so... Don't do that. Just don't do that. It's done. CM Punk is fired. He may never come back to wrestling. So it's on us moving forward to just move on from this situation. It's hot news right now, I get it. But if you guys always are saying how we need to focus on the wrestling, not this drama. We need to focus on the wrestling, right? So let's focus on the wrestling now. That's what we need to do. What's going on, Kenny? I was on his IG live earlier. He had a couple of people on. Good guy. Please go follow him. Please go subscribe. Let's focus on the talent. Some great wrestling this weekend. Exactly, Kenny. Exactly. I don't think we should be looking for any more drama, because if if TK is right about everything that's perspired or transpired, then the drama is done. We got rid of the drama. Move forward. Invite him on your podcast. Who? Punk? He's very selective on what kind of podcast he goes on. Let's see what we got. If Punk doesn't go to any of the promotions I've mentioned, I wonder what Freddie Prinze Jr. and Macaulay Culkin will pick him up for their upcoming wrestling promotion. Somebody in the chat said earlier he should make his own. Which is funny because he did say in a quote earlier when he accepted his Cauliflower Alley Award that he found the guys that went to Japan, like Bruiser Brody, Eddie Guerrero, and he listed some other names. All went to Japan as superstars and came back as like nobodies, right? I wouldn't say nobodies, but nobody knew who they were. So with his little, you know how he is, he likes to drop subtleties. Maybe he's going to New Japan. But we don't know. And we don't know how long, if AEW contracts work like WWE contracts where he has to do a no competition clause for like 3 or 4 months. So, I mean, who knows at this point, right? Guessing he won't be in Colt Cabanas this time, huh? I thought he's your pal. He is my pal, but that doesn't mean he has to go on my podcast and talk about anything with me. Some things can just be kept to yourself. I respect that. If anybody can get him on his podcast, it's Renee. She did it once. Collision is now the gangbang show. Oh, shit. If you invite him politely, he'll come. Why don't you invite him? See how well that goes. Why Renee? She's the op. No, she's very... She approaches things in an unbiased fashion. She works in the industry, so... I'm not his pal and I don't have a podcast. I really don't have a podcast either. Do you guys consider this a podcast, honestly? I don't consider this a podcast. To me, this is more of a variety show. I just so happen to talk about wrestling. It's called the Pro Wrestling Podcast. It could be called something else. I could change my name tomorrow. Change it to Pro Wrestling Lamia. Pro Wrestling Lamia. I'm not doing that. Punk could go on CVV or Ryan. Yeah. See, he would want to go to ones that actually have like interviewing experience. I do not have the confidence in myself truly to be asking questions to Punk that, I mean, they get it, right? They understand how to ask questions. I'm not a journalist. I never claimed to be a journalist. Tiny balls, tiny balls. I believe in you, Big Dave. You got this. Oh, I appreciate that, villain. After you insulted me in the beginning of this stream, you're not relevant enough. Now you want me to have Punk on my show. It's time for Ricky Starks. That's what I was saying earlier, Kenny, is that now would be a perfect time. Like, think of this as a blessing in disguise, all right? Because now would be a perfect time to focus on the wrestling and wrestlers that you want to push instead of focusing on the drama. And I mean, they're going to have to pivot with Ricky Starks. He's going to have to step up, be the face of Saturday nights, along with FTR and Jay White and the gang. You know? Ricky who? Ricky who? Uh-huh. Grayson Waller clear. I don't know who that. What does that mean? Are you saying Ricky Starks is Grayson Waller clear? Bro, do you watch Ricky Starks' work? He is light years ahead of Grayson Waller. Grayson Waller wishes he could be Ricky. That is crazy talk. Dave, you're a joker. I'm a joker? You're a joker. Seriously, anybody in this chat will tell you right now that you're wrong. You're so wrong. Come on, guys, tell me out here. I can't be the only one. Grayson Waller clear. I like how you said Ricky who, but then you knew exactly who we were talking about. You freaking troll. 1000% wrong. Thank you, Kenny. Thank you. 1000%. You see that? That's not 100. That's not 99.9%. That's 1,000. Out of all the things that AEW does like wrong, Ricky Starks is probably the best thing they got. Best wrestler they got right now. They're talking about my statement. No, they're talking about you. Ricky has so much talent. He does. Punk is so good at the go to sleep, he put his own wrestling career to sleep twice. I'm not even gonna validate that with a fucking response, but that's good. I guess that's a response, right? No, that's not true. See, Villain even says, man, Punk didn't put his career asleep twice. All right, guys. I think we're gonna get off here. This has been fun. I'm glad we could talk about this situation right now. If you guys want to follow me anywhere, here are my little handles. Oh, you guys can't see that. Well, they're on this corner right here. Oh, they're at this corner right here. That's for Twitter and Instagram. You guys can follow me on there. Subscribe to the channel and stuff like that. And yeah, we're gonna get out of here. But Ricky Starks wishes he had a talk show segment with Cody. And like Chris said, man, we got Collision, we got Payback, and All Out. Let's focus on some good wrestling this weekend. And let's have some fun. Let's have some fun for once as wrestling fans. What do we say? Let's try having some fun. Forget about the nitpicky bullshit. Let's try to have some fun. Totally agree with that, Chris. Totally fucking agree with that. Let me shut down this music. And I'll leave you guys with this. Just let that soak in for a little bit. And goodbye, everybody.
Let's get lost tonight. You could be my Black Kate Moss tonight. Play secretary, I'm the boss tonight. And you don't give a fuck what they all say, right? Awesome, the Christian and Christian Dior. Damn, they don't make them like this anymore. I ask, cause I'm not sure. Do anybody make real shit anymore? Bow in the presence of greatness. Cause right now that has forsaken us. You should be honored by my lateness, that I would even show up to this fake shit. So go ahead, go nuts, go ape shit. Especially in my pastel on my babe shit. Act like you can't tell who made this new gospel. Homie, take 6 and take this. Haters. That don't kill me, can only make me stronger. I need you to hurry up now, cause I can't wait much longer. I know I got to be right now, cause I can't get much wronger.